ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय। ॐ नमो नारायणाय।
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यः कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि।
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्।
சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्य कवितार्किककेसरी वेदान्ताचार्यवर्यो मे निधत्तां सदा हृदि। रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्। ஈரொன்று தோப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்று சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேர வாழ்வு.
Yesterday we stopped at actually 1:19, 1 o'clock 19 minutes. Since we concluded a topic called Vidya in parts, Vidya in parts. So we are going to, so why is a Vidya in parts? We have to learn a lot of information about Vidya. So it's only what we call brief information on Vidya. So Vidya is complete yesterday. Now we are going to look at the Swadhyaya. So the title of the topic today is Swadhyaya. So as we understand, this is only a Pancaratra Raksa Grantha. That is called Raksa Grantha. Sometimes also called Vedanta Grantha. So that we understand the inner meaning of the scriptures while we worship the Lord in the temple. And therefore, so these among the five timings, so we are to study the Moolam, the original, namely Pancaratra Agama. Of course, from different authors in different names and so on. So we have this is only a brief information. Brief information runs to 100 pages, hundreds of pages. So Swadhyaya, so self-study. There is a verse in Sanskrit called Subhashitam, good saying, or you can say general verse, which tells us that we cannot expect from our preceptor 100% knowledge. So what should we do? We should strive hard, toil and moil with the subject and learn more and more what our preceptor did not teach. So how much percentage will you receive from the preceptor? Only 25. Only 25% we will receive from the preceptor. Acharyat padam adatte. Acharyat padam adatte. Then what about the other 75%? The padam swamedhaya. You have to apply your own intelligence. We may say we are all dull students, okay? No problem. So you have, because teacher has taught you 25%, we have become intelligent. Therefore, we take the 25% from our own knowledge. That is called Swadhyaya. This is where I point out the stress, namely, this is called Swadhyaya. That is, after learning from the preceptor, 25% of Pancaratra Agama or even Pancaratra Raksa Grantha, which we are going through now, we learn more than 25% from our own, what we call introspection. We have to learn by ourselves, apply our mind, engage our thoughts on this book, and then understand more. Then what about the rest 50%? Padam Sabrahmacharibhyaha. The classmates, of course, they must be friends, they must be helpful. Those who are better than us, more intelligent students, should help us to understand another 25%. Padam Sabrahmacharibhyaha. Brahmachari here means student, not bachelor, not unmarried. So anybody who is learning, called Brahmachari. So all of us are learning, therefore we are also called Brahmacharis. In the sense, if I am a householder, Grihastha, that is married, then it's called Grihastha Brahmachari. It's a very beautiful term used by ISKCON, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, in which Kesavadas had a lot of contact and even now, has even now. So ISKCON recommends, they don't put a strict instruction that you should remain a bachelor rather unmarried. No, we can be a grihastha brahmachari, we can be a vanaprastha brahmachari, and we can also be a sannyasa brahmachari. Even if you have become monk, initiated into the last stage of life, you should be a student. You should be learning all. So now, so last one, the last 25%. What will happen to the last 25%? When will the knowledge be complete in our mind? That will be 100% when the time passes on. By the efflux of time, we get 100% knowledge. Meaning, Padam Kalakramena cha. So I shall tell you the full verse now. Padam Acharyat Padam Adatte. Padam Shishya Swamedhaya. Shishyaha Swamedhaya. Medha, intelligence. IQ. Padam Sabrahmacharibhyaha. Padam Kalakramena cha. As you grow older and older, by your own experience, you learn the 100%. So it is not complete by a preceptor, it is not complete by yourself, it is not complete by your friends, but only by time. Even Lord is we say, Lord is following the time calculation. He follows punctuality. And of course, that depends on many reasons why he follows punctuality. That's different. So, Atha Swadhyayam Vyakhyasayama. So, we are now explaining to you what is self-study. So, this is the fourth timing. Chaturthe Kale Samprapte. Our problem is, after Ijja, we take the offered food and then start sleeping, whether you are young or old, whether you are 5-year-old or 80-year-old. So we tend to sleep after food. Therefore, of course, you can take some rest and start rereading the same text which you have studied from the preceptor. and also new text which he expects you to come prepared in the next class. That should be our motto as a student. That should be the aim of our student. Getting prepared for the future class. So this is what we are going to do this in this time. Afternoon. This is afternoon. Our India, we say, is not suitable in climate to study. But whatever it is, Indians are more intelligent from than the people of other countries. That is why Indians are sought after, and they are paid also less in other countries. They are sought after. You take the CEO of very, very big computer company. I need not name it now. It takes a lot of time. So Indians are heading the uh, very, very prestigious computer institutions, IT institutions, in the software, in the hardware, everywhere. So this is hardware. What we are studying is hardware, in the sense difficult to follow, and software is our heart, where Lord is stationed. So Chaturthe Kale Samprapte. So we must find out first what we know. Judge. We must judge ourselves what we know. Swa Avagata. What did you learn so far? What did I learn so far? Veda Vakya Artha. Have you studied the meaning of the scriptures or scriptural sentences? Say yes. Veda Vakya Artha. Then I have a lot of doubts. Doubts must arise. If doubts do not come in your mind, then you have not studied the subject. So, Vyakti Karanaya, making it clear. So in order to make the meaning of the scriptural hymns clearer, suppose you are already clear, then you must entertain doubts. You must welcome doubts. So why do you welcome doubts? That is how Sri Bhashyam of all the Acharyas. For example, Shankara Bhashyam of the 542 aphorisms of Veda Vyasa, namely Brahma Sutra, are discussed with what we call Purva Paksha. We imagine that there is an enemy for us. We construe, CONSTRUE, we construe an opponent who is not present here. Then we have what you call, we propose. We also say deduce, D-E-D-D-U-C, deduce, just like mathematics. We imagine that there is an opponent who is arguing with us. There's an argument starting, and then we have to answer his queries. So we frame questions and we answer those questions. This is how Sri Bhashya, the commentary of Brahma Sutras by all the three eminent acharyas of three philosophies, namely Advaita, Vishishtadvaita, and Dvaita, we have got. So now we think we have understood. Vidita Sakala Veda Tadarthanam. Let us imagine that we have understood everything very clearly. We need not ask doubt to the preceptor. We need not ask the clarifications from our friends and so on. So when will it happen? It is by what we call the end of the fifth timing called yoga. And we are making efforts in Swadhyaya to lead to yoga, the fifth timing, so that we will have complete understanding. So, Swa Yoga Mahima Sakshatkrita Paravara, you can say Paravara Tattva Yathatmyanam. Basic knowledge should be in our mind, namely, we are all inferior, we are all slaves, we are all, according to the relationship, we are all the servants, slaves of the Lord. Lord is supreme, Lord Srimanarayana is supreme. We are all a level below him, never equal to him, never equal to him, never we can surpass him. That what you call humility must be there in our mind. So Swayoga Mahima, by the greatness of the yoga meditation that we do at the fifth hour, Swayoga, by our own meditation. So don't try to learn from others' meditation. Each one has got different experience. Each one of us cannot explain our experience to others. And therefore, it is not orally transferred. So you have to understand. So Swayoga Mahima, you have to understand yourself. Then Sakshatkrita, you have realized it. You have seen, you have witnessed that Lord is supreme, Para, and you are Avara. So Tattva is principle, then Yathatmyanam, as it is, true in nature. Then, so what should we do? We must read books. Go on reading the same book also. Manu, who are the authors? Manu, Parashara, Parasharya, Shuka, Shaunaka. These are the only few names mentioned here because of condensation. So Manu was a king. Parashara was a sage, Vyasa's father. And then Parasharya is Vyasa. Shuka is Vyasa's son. Shaunaka is another sage. So they are all great sages. Maharshinam, Prabandhan, their works. Prabandha means work. In literal sense, in first sense, it means essay. Prabandha means essay. Nibandha means essay. Tamil Katturai. So Prabandhan here means books. So Shravana, Manana, Japa, Adibihi, Abhyase. So each of the books of these authors and many others, for example, C. Sattvata and so on. So Manu, Parasara, Parasharya, Shuka, Shaunaka. So remember to read all the books of these sages, namely, not only read straight away. In Swadhyaya, you must have heard earlier what your preceptors said. So Shravana, that is more important. You must have a knowledge of hearing from them. Remember what you heard from the preceptor, Shravana. Then get by heart, get by rote, R-O-T, Manana. Then meditate, Japa. Then Adibihi, etc. Again, I give you another word, Upasana, and so on. So Yaga, you can say Yaga also. So it should be a Mano Yaga, namely meditative sacrifice. And then Abhyase, practice. Yes.
ஆத்தாத்தியானம்னு என்ன சொல்லுங்க? ஆத்தாத்தியானம்னு ஆத்தாத்தியானம் அப்படின்னு என்ன சொல்லுங்க? பராவர ஆத்தாத்தியானம் சொல்லுங்க.
இல்ல பராவர பாராசரிய மனு பராசர பாராசரிய வேதவியாசம்.
இல்ல முதல்ல அந்த இது யோக மகிம சாட்சாத்
பராவர பர அவர பர லார்ட் ஸ்ரீமன் நாராயணா அவர இஸ் we are all the avara. That is less powerful, less knowledgeable, everything is less. Avara meaning younger. Avara meaning younger.
அதுக்கு அடுத்தது
Tattva principle. Yathatmyanam. Yathatmyana is as I told you, true nature. You must understand the true nature. Yathatmyam is true nature.
Okay.
I can split the word. Yatha Atma. Yatha Atma is Yathatmyam. Yatha Atmanaha Bhavaha. Exact, to be exact. Yatha Atmanaha Bhavaha Yathatmyam. This is Vigravakya for Yathatmyam.
இது அத்தியாத்ம யோசனை, அது இதுல இருந்து வருதானா? இதனுடைய
Adhyatma is philosophy, as you say, Vedanta.
Okay.
Adhyatma meaning Vedanta. That is Upanishad Artha that we understand. Adhyatma again meaning spiritual. Adhyatma in English means spiritual. Yatatma is in true nature.
Okay, Adiyan.
We must understand Paramatma, and we must understand our own Jivatma also.
Okay.
We must have a self-understanding. Otherwise, that will be dangerous. I know who Paramatma is, but if I don't know myself, then it is a danger. We have not crossed the barrier. So we must
Adiyan.
understand ourselves first. What is the limitation? That we must understand. We must know our limitations. Can I be present everywhere? No. I cannot be a Vibhu. I cannot be a Vibhu. I cannot be called Vishnu. I cannot be called Vishwam. I cannot be called Vishwam. I cannot be called Vishnu. My name is Vishnu, Tirunarayanan. My name is Vishnu, another name of Vishnu. But I cannot be present everywhere at the same time. Simultaneously, I must be present everywhere. I must be always happy, Anandatvam. I cannot be. Then Amalatvam, I must be pure, pristine purity. Pristine. Pristine, I must have pristine purity. I must be holy, 100% holy, 100% pure, sacred. I must be sacred. It cannot be. We cannot be. We cannot equal ourselves with God. Then Anandatvam, Amalatvam, Apahata Papmatvam. I cannot avoid committing sins. SINS, then SINC. SINS, I cannot avoid committing sins. Sins, many births. I have been undergoing lakhs of births, and I cannot avoid sins. Again, why I cannot avoid sins? Prarabdham. Why prarabdham? Then what we call evil begets evil. Once I start doing some mistakes, the mistake begets another mistake. My what we call samskaraha, tradition, makes me bad, and makes me worse, and makes me the worst of. So slowly, I am not getting improved in my Jivatma character. That is because of my sins. Why again sins? I commit unknowingly sins. Knowingly I commit sins. Repeatedly I commit errors. Then what to do? So, unknowingly or knowingly, wantonly or naturally, if we commit errors, then we are bound to suffer, and that suffering is the result of the sin committed. We do not know whether we have committed sins or not, but we are suffering. When we are suffering, we understand in the previous birth or in earlier births, we have done some mistake. Today, I give you a simple example, a very simple example. I parked my two-wheeler on the East Uttara Street in Srirangam. Today at 10 o'clock. Today at 10 o'clock, I parked my two-wheeler in what you call under the tree shade, because it's very hot climate. Under the tree shade, this is only to explain why we are handicapped. I will tell you the reason. So I parked my two-wheeler under the tree shade, under the shadow of a tree. Now, see, for example, I call him my enemy. An auto driver comes and parks his vehicle, three-wheeler, just near my two-wheeler, so that I cannot take it out. I cannot take it from the parking place, and because the auto rickshaw is standing before me, no space to move. And then I told him very humbly, I followed my friend in Bangalore. How do we address auto wala? I say, hey, please move out. Hey, please move out. I didn't say that. I said, sir, கொஞ்சம் நகர்ந்துக்கிறீங்களா, sir. As though he is my teacher. So I said, sir, something. So I followed my friend. My friend used to say, For everybody, sir. For car driver, sir. So only for our parents, we don't say sir. So father, sir, mother, madam, we don't say that. So there we give a lot of disrespect. But whereas here, so I said, auto driver, sir, please move. He did not budge. He said, there is a way, little away, and then you go. He said, what insolence he has got, no? I said, next sentence. I am an old man. I am an old man. Will you show mercy? தமிழ்ல சொன்னேன். அவனுக்கு தமிழ் தானே தெரியும். அதனால கேசவதாஸ் சுவாமிக்கும் தமிழ் தெரியும். அதனால தமிழ்ல சொன்னேன். ஒரு வயசானவர் இருக்கு, நான் ரொம்ப வயசானவன், எனக்கு நீ கருணை காட்டக்கூடாதா அப்படின்னு கேட்டேன். The next moment he moved. The next moment he moved. And then he obediently said, sir, is it enough that I moved? போரும் பாத் தேங்க்யூ. அது இங்கிலீஷ்ல பெரிய ஸ்டைலா தேங்க்யூ. இப்போ கூட கேசவதாஸ் ஆன்சர்ஸ் மீ in English, super. I should have said super. So super, super. So I said, thank you. The space that you gave is enough to sufficient to move out my vehicle. It has happened today. Unless we just stoop low, STOOP, stoop low to the character of that particular person, then he will not answer our rather problem. He will not address our problem.
இதுதான் பாதம் காலக்கிரமேண.
Padam Kalakramena. Anubhavena. So this is what we must understand, our Jivatma's obedient position. Obedient position. Why should I beg him? Should I beg him? Am I great man, Sanskrit professor, retired, head of the department? Some people call me head of the department. I was the tail of the department also in the college. So many people support me saying he was the head of the department. Somebody said in village Karapangadu, sir வந்து Sanskrit professor வேதத்தை எல்லாம் கரைச்சு குடிச்சுட்டார், வேதத்தை எல்லாம் கரைச்சு குடிச்சுட்டார் அப்படின்னா. To an audience of 15 people only, sorry. To an audience of 15 people only 15 people were available during my Tirupavi Upanyasam. He said, head of the department of Sanskrit. What is that headship now meaning? What is the meaning of that headship now? I was the only person in the department, therefore I headed the department. There was no one, what you call, subordinate to me. This is the beauty here. This is
அடியன்.
This is Yathatmyam. This is Yathatmyam. The true nature, what we are. Para avara tattva. Please remember your position. Please remember our position in the society. Namely, there are so many, for example, comparing me with other Sanskrit scholars, say, let me not call myself as a Sanskrit scholar. I know a little. Therefore, there are Sanskrit scholars. How many of them? Say thousands, lakhs. Among them, who am I? I am only a little speck in the ocean. Yeah. A teacher just a student, a teacher should also be a student. So paramara tattva yathatmyama. Now you can understand, right? Abhyasete expert. Practice. Abhyasete practice. A priest should practice in this swadhyaya, namely, read the books, listen to the books. Now, for example, a very beautiful facility is at Kindle. All of us know there is Kindle reader, Kindle reader. You should kindle your interest. KNDLE. I bought it for $50 in USA. Very useful. You can read books. But whether you have favorite books or not, I don't know. So you can read English books. but I don't know about Sanskrit books. Keshav would tell me whether I can include in my Kindle the books so that we can, if at all they are available in the net, I think we can access them, right? Yeah, very good, very good. Now I remember Keshav chat. Hema Krishna, Mrs. Hema Krishna, who came yesterday, is she here now? She said she will try to attend today, but she is not here. She has got MA class at the same time, second year MA class at the same time. She has a daughter, I think, studying in either school or college. I don't know. She has gone for her MA online class just now. So she said she will inform her friends and who are interested in that. So what she said was she needs a PDF of Pancaratra Raksa. I told her it is available in Devanagari and language is Sanskrit. And I must now ask Keshav Swami to tell us whether Tamil, at least transliteration is available of this Pancaratra Raksa. If it is available, okay. If it is not available, what to do? We cannot, because it is a PDF, and I want to ask Keshav Swami whether we can make a Tamil PDF by OCR or glass, glass and so on. Thank you for she needs for her friends the what you call the Tamil version, rather Tamil transliteration of Pancharatra Raksha. Now the point of demand is again I understand. First they must know the topic and then enter the class. That's what. Numbered Tamil is better. Numbered Tamil is better. Numbered Tamil is better. They must know how to pronounce numbered Tamil also. One cannot be very easily fluent in reading numbered Tamil also. Very difficult. Therefore, they must have practice. I have practiced in my younger days how to read English transliteration fluently fast or fluently or fast from Sanskrit to English. I could do it because of an author called Haas, Haas, and he transliterated Dasharupakam. Please note, there is a book called, definition book called Dasharupakam. What are the rules of dramaturgy in Sanskrit? And I read the book called HAAS. The author is HAAS, Haas. And then I learnt initially, in my very younger days, I learnt how to read fast transliteration. It's very difficult for even elderly people to read Sanskrit or Hindi or any language in transliteration very fast. It's very difficult. Unless you know the basic language, you cannot read fast. So let us put it in positive terms. Once you know a basic text, then you can read it very fast. For example, I will read Grantha script very easily. The text which I know, namely Taittiriya Upanishad, Panchasuktam, Katakam, Ashwamedam, Achidram, Udakashanti, and so on. Any portion I can read it in Grantha script also, provided that I know the earlier text. Right. I know earlier this text. Now, there are three strategies to follow a book, namely, hear the book, listen to the book, memorize the book, remember at least a few sentences here and there, important sentences, as we read for examination, important selective study. So, Japa Adibihi, so meditation, these three strategies are available. Yes, sir.
இந்த இது சொன்னாங்க தசரூபகம் வந்து இவர யாரோட
Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya. The author is Dhananjaya. Sanskrit author is Dhananjaya. Dhananjaya is a rhetorician. In the sense, Alankarikaha Sanskrit. Dhananjaya is an Alankarikaha. An Alankarika will always define anything. Books, especially kavyas. And Dhananjaya has written rules of dramaturgy. Nataka, Rupakam meaning all types of Natakam, all types of drama. So he has written Dasharupakam, 10 chapters on Rupakam. And a very strict book, and one must follow. There is no restriction on Kalidasa, the great poet, on Deshika, Swami Deshika, who has written what we call Sankalpa Suryodayam, a Natakam. And there are 10 major dramas and 10 minor dramas, and you must follow the rules. Dasharupakam, there is and Rupakani, then Uparupakani, the dramas and also minor dramas. The names are there, the names are given there, and you must follow the rules. That is from after Kalidasa, after Swami Deshika, we can say. After Bharavi, after of course all authors in Sanskrit drama, namely Bhasa. Bhasa was the predecessor of Kalidasa. He lived before Kalidasa. After that, we have a lot of people. Harsha, King Harsha, so many. Bhavabhuti, Vishakadatta. I've got a great big list, very big list, unexhausted list. Recently, Vasanti Parinayam also is a drama belonging to Vaishnava Sampradaya. Vasanti Parinayam. In scriptures, we have dramas. In scriptures, we have dramas. So many dramas in scriptures. So many authors there. So, I mean, I recall to my mind whatever I studied earlier, but there's no time to tell you all the names. No. So, tat idam uktam, vyasena tatkala kritya. So, what should we do? What is our duty in the what we call swadhyaya kala, tatkala krityam? Krityam is duty, kala time, tatkala is what you call here, swadhyaya kala. That is afternoon. Dhananjayasya Shadaru. Right. Very beautiful book. Very beautiful. Very easy to understand. The only thing is, Rajagopala Iyengar Swamin, your hands are tied in writing a drama. That's all. Can you write a drama? I tie your hands. I tie your hands tightly. You cannot open your hand. I close your mind also. Then how can you write drama? So there are certain very strict rules like that. Your hands are tied. So you must be, when you want to be a poet or a dramatist in Sanskrit, you must be Nirankushaha. All of us must be Nirankushaha. We should be like elephants, one of which can go helter-skelter, roam freely, without any restriction of the goad, G-O-A-D, Ankushaha. Then you can write drama, you can write poetry, Nirankushah Kavya. Very nice comment by chat from P. Rajagopala Iyengar from Bangalore. Dakshinetu, the one man, Vyasa, what did Vyasa say? So what is the name of Vyasa in the previous line? Parasharya. Remember the word Parasharya. So Tati Idam Uttam, that this has been said. Tamil சொன்னா வாழைப்பழ ஜோக்கு அதுதான் இது என்ன வாழைப்பழம் கொடுத்தனே 2 வாழைப்பழம் கொடுத்தனே அப்படின்னா அதுதான் இது தத்து இதம் அதுதான் இது they have taken all jokes from only Sanskrit Shastras. So all Puranas, Itihasas, any cinema joke is taken from already, there's a source in our lores, L-O-R-E-S. So tadidam muktam vyasena tatkala krityam itihasa puranabhyam vedam samupa brahmaye. So our doubt is, our apprehension is, our fear is, where should we understand the scriptures? We are not introduced to the scriptures. We have not recited scriptures. We have not memorized the scriptures. Then how should we understand? Understand it by Ramayana. Understand by Mahabharata. Understand by 18 Puranas, including Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam of Vyasa, and Parashara's Vishnu Purana. sage Parasara's Vishnu Purana. And you can also read other later kavyas like what you call devotional songs on Sri Ranganatha Ranganayika by many authors, many scholars of the earlier day. So Itihasa Purana Abhyam Vedam Samupabrahmayet. So take the explanation from the Itihasa and Purana, what do you call the epics and the lores, Lores. There are 18 major Puranas and 18 Upa Puranas, minor Puranas. You have to consult 36. And you have to avoid two types of Puranas, namely Rajasa Purana and Tamasa Purana, which do not tell about Sriman Narayan. Sriman Narayan supremacy. So you must avoid Tamasa Puranas and also Rajasa Purana. You must read only Sattvika Puranas. Good Purana. Then Dakshina. So Daksha is, Prajapati. Daksha is also named under Pancaratra Samhita. So Daksha Samhita. Daksha meaning literally expert. Complete paper in MA. Okay, good. Adopted Bharata's, Bharata's Natya Shastra. It is called the Natya Shastra. Bharata Muni. He is called Bharata Muni. He is called a sage. And they explain simply this 2-3 letters Bharata. Bharata meaning Bhavaha, Ragaha, Talaha. Therefore, his name is Bharata. This Bharata is different from all other Bharatas. Dushyanta's son and Rama's younger brother. So here, then Itihasa Puranabhyam Shashtam Saptamam Abhyase. So a very, very specific instruction. So the priest must practice the epic, the 6th Kanda, that is Yuddha Kanda. In Ramayana, we have to read 6th Kanda, the biggest Kanda in Srimad Ramayana of Valmiki. And then in the Purana, you must take this 6th Purana. It should be, I think, related to only Srimad Narayana. It establishes Sriman Narayana's supremacy. We must find out, 7th Purana. 7th Purana should be studied. So, Itihasa 6th chapter, 6th Kanda must be studied. 7th of Purana, according to what we call, respectively, the number is there. Shashtam Itihasa, Saptamam Purana. 7th Purana we must read. We must find out the order of the Puranas and also understand which Purana we must study. Evam Bhuktva Upasthaya. Now, when are we going to do this Swadhyaya? After taking food. Bhuktva. After taking like a glutton. After taking what? Like a Sapat Raman. Bhojana Priyaha Brahmanaha. Brahmanaha Bhojana Priyaha. So take the food. No. Brahmanaha Bahujana Priyaha. Brahmana is loved by all people. Many categories of people. Brahmanaha, Vijaha, Bahujana Priyaha. And also Brahmana is addressed as, hey, Bo, Janapriyaha. You are dear to all people. Bo, hello, Janapriyaha. Not Bhojanapriyaha. So remember, so Bhuktva. So what should you eat? Is it not this Kanda Purana? Yes. Kanda Purana, again, in Skanda, fortunately, 7th, if 7th Purana is Kanda Purana, I inform you, fortunately, Kanda Purana contains lot of references to the supremacy of Lord Sriman Narayan. Now, how do you know? I have not studied Skanda Purana fully, but if you take any Bhagavata Mahatmyam is from Skanda Purana. Please note. The greatness of Srimad Bhagavatam is said in Skanda Purana. Then what you must read is, take some portions of Skanda Purana to read. That's all. You must avoid certain portions which tells you the supremacy of other gods. We must be very careful. Choose the portion. Choose the portion when Kanda Purana praises Sriman Narayan. Why you are selective? We are all fanatics. We are all fanatics. We must concentrate only on only one God, and that God should be Sriman Narayan.
சாமி அடியேன்
So,
அடியேன் ஒரு சின்ன சந்தேகம். இந்த ஸ்கந்த புராணம் தான் பாகவதம். பாகவத புராணம் தனியா சொல்லலை, எப்படி அது ஒண்ணு இருக்கு, பாகவத புராணம்னே சொல்றாளே இல்லையா?
ஆமா.
அப்ப ஸ்கந்த புராணம் பாகவத புராணம் வேற, ஸ்கந்த புராணம் வேறையா? ஏன்னா
ஆமா, வேறதான். ஸ்கந்த புராணத்துல பாகவத புராண மகாத்மியம் இருக்கு.
ஓ அச்சா, அடியேன் 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 அடியேன்.
அதே மாதிரி அதனால்தான் ஸ்கந்த புராணம் யூ மஸ்ட் நாட் ரீட் வேர் ஸ்கந்தா இஸ் ஹைலைட். You must not read the portion where Skanda. Now I will give you an example in Tamil. If you know, you will not be surprised. If you don't know, you will be shocked. I will tell you just now. So why I say this is, after taking food, then upasthaya, take some rest also. Take some rest. Go near God. Practically, physically go near God. Then Adityam Puranani Sada Patel. We have Aditya Purana. I think I have not heard so far, but we must find out. Kesadas Swami and myself will find out what is Aditya Purana, or it gives some other meaning. Adityam Upasthaya. So just be near the sun. How can you be near the sun? Already, even when we are away from the sun, it is very hot. Remember Aditya, because we also say Arogyam Bhaskaradiche. We must be healthy. We must be healthy. And therefore, we seek the blessings of the sun god. There is an advice, common advice to all of us, namely, don't always sit at home and hide yourself from the sunlight, they say. You please go out, have sunlight falling on you. That's what people advise. Me also. This is a common advice. We must go not in the hot sun, at least in the morning sun or the evening sun. My friend is a lady doctor in what you call physiotherapy. She is in Australia, and she says, don't go in the morning sunlight. Don't walk in the morning sunlight. Always walk in the evening sunlight. You must have sunlight. You cannot be simply have convenience of shadow, traveling by car and so on. No, you must walk in sunlight in the evening. She says morning sunlight is not beneficial. And again, Aditya Purana is there. Okay, and Upa Purana, very good. Another advice given by the lady doctor is, though we say D vitamin and E vitamin are available from the sunlight to our skin, she says no. She says no. So that is why. Now, of course, we must have a pragmatic follow-up of the advice. We cannot follow the advice very completely, or we cannot reject them. So Aditya Purana is there, Upa Puranam. Sada Patet. You must read it always. Every day you must have a portion to study. Ityadikam cha drashtavyam. So we must find out at least from today what is Aditya Purana. And if it is a small Purana, it will be very convenient. Let us expect it to be small in size, I mean quantity. Therefore, Adhyatma Ramayanam contains only 4,323 verses only. Not unlike 24,000 of Valmiki Ramayana. Therefore, let us hope Aditya Purana. So we must read Aditya Purana as a priest. So we will take up the next page. Though Of course, the 3 lines, I think we can go through 3 lines. Upabrahmana nirapekshasya upabrahmaniya veda bhaga japaha eva ukta. Suppose we are not interested in understanding the meaning of the itihasas and Puranas. For example, I am the classic example. I don't want to reread Ramayana. I don't want to reread Srimad Bhagavatam. Why? I have done at least 10 times. But why I have a apathy, A-P-A-T-H-Y, towards reading again is I'm angry with the Lord. I'm angry with the Lord. Lord has as a leela, as a sport, he has killed. I mean, in fact, killed. Of course, Atma never dies, but he killed the demons. He created demons and killed demons. Why should he do that? There is a purpose. There is a purpose behind. I don't understand, therefore I get angry. So I don't want to read Ritihasam. I don't want to read Puranam. So I don't want to read the explanation of the scriptures in these 2 epics and Puranas. Then what should I do? There are some portions in scriptures, Veda Bhagaha, to recite the Veda Bhaga. Japaha eva yukta. It is proper, yukta eva only. Japaha, the meditation of recitation of, you need not get by heart, recitation of the scriptural portion which explains to you the meaning. So in the scripture itself, we have very easy sentences. We have very easy sentences. There are very cumbersome sentences, very hard sentences. There are very easy sentences. Yesterday, I went through Katakam. Through Katakam. When I started reading the 21st paragraph, I started reading with number 1. So, who is number 1? Number 1, now let us take for the scriptures. Number 1 is Indra, the 33 crores of gods. The leader of 33 crores of gods. Number 1. So, say, I am Indra. I am the leader. So, what should I do? I must consult the second man. I must have a minister. I am a king. I must not remain without consulting a minister. Therefore, I must consult number 2. Who is number 2? Who is number 2? Varuna, the god of rain. So remember, this is what I understand from the scriptures, not as you like. So you have different orders. Who is number 1? Who is number 2 out of 33 crores? So Indra is 1. So he must consult 2, number 2. Then 2 must consult 3. 3 must consult 4. So it goes up to 33. 31st God should consult 32nd God. The 32nd God, what he must do is consult 1. No, there is a cycle. So this is what I understood from Katakam. I tell you tomorrow this small sentence. Just one word I remember. Shrayadhvam. Shrayadhvam. Resort to number 2. Hey, number 1, resort to number 2. Hey, number 2, resort to number 3. That's all the same sentence. 32 times it is repeated. Can you make a japa of this? Very easy. Katakam. And you can make a japa of this. Prathamaha, Dvitiyam Shayadhvam. One must consult, one must resort to the second. Second must resort to third. Is there any inner meaning? Yes. So meaning interdependence of gods. You cannot say you are the leader and you can command everybody and get everything done. It is not possible. Indra is avara, that you must understand. Finally, you must understand. Indra is avara to Brahma, Brahma is avara to Sivanara. This is what we must. So you can have easy sentences in some scriptures and recite them. Japaha. Tatrapi, even there. Sakshat Bhagavat Pratipadakaha eva bhagaha japyaha iti Sri Shandilya Smrityadisu ityadishu uttam. Beauty here is, I told you, in while reading Skanda Purana, you must read only that portion which establishes the supremacy of Sriman Narayana. Therefore, Sakshat, Tatrapi, even there, Sakshat really Bhagavat Pratipadakaha Eva Bhaga, the portion which tells you the explanation of the Paramatma, namely Sriman Narayana, Japyaha, one must be meditating. So it is Sri Shandilya Smriti. Shandilya is the Maharishi, the great sage, who has categorically mentioned in his Smriti that only that portion must be studied. So Sangraha Ruchi now. Suppose we are interested in the summary of the Purana, summary of the Itihasa, summary of the scriptures, then Mahamantra Saktanam cha, go and consult people who understood clearly the 4 Mahavakyas of 4 scriptures. Keshadas will give us the 4 Vakyas, Tattvamasi, Soham, and so on. And there are 4 Vakyas, very simple, which many people know. So, Mahamantra Saktanam, those who are attached to these great spells, just 4 sentences, small sentences. Sarva Sara Bhuta Vyapaka Mantra Japa Upadesha. Swami Vedanta Jika concludes with this. The advice to the priest is, do japa, do meditation on the spell mantra, which is Vyapaka, which will give you elaborate meaning on the essence of the scriptures by the 4 Mahavakyas. Again, most important sentence here, Japadi Khalepi Gurvadishu Mauna Varjanam Sarvatra. So while we do japa, very serious japa adikale api, Gurvadishu, very, very serious japa. Mauna Varjanam Sarvatra. You must make others realize that you are doing japa. That's all. Don't say you will be vociferous. You should not be vociferous. You should not be allowed. You should not cry. You should not be louder in voice. But Mauna Varjanam. Don't make others feel that you are silent. You must show that you are studying. It's very important. See the beauty here. While you do japa, better mauna japa is better. That is closing your mouth. Let us not observe the movement of your lips. That is the best japa. But you must make others feel that you are experiencing God. Sarvatra uktam. Everywhere it is said. Aha jaivam bodhayana. So how should we japa? Where is the japa? It is the part and parcel of Swadhyaya. So Bodhayana is again, Bodhayana has written a lot of formulae. So we have Bodhayana Sutram. We have Bodhayana Amavasya, the previous day to all other Samavasya. New Moon Day. And Swadhyaya Madhye, Guruvadi Puraskara. So we must remember especially the preceptor. We must be grateful to the preceptor. And we must rather honor the preceptor. Please remember, in turn, don't expect that he will reward you with marks. No. You don't expect any reward from the preceptor, but you must honor the preceptor. So when? Swadhyaya Mandir. So how do you honor the preceptor? You remember the name of the preceptor. While doing Swadhyaya in the afternoon, you remember the names of all the preceptors who taught you humility, who taught you spiritual knowledge, who taught you behavior, who taught you different aspects of life.
Ramanujadaya Patram Jnana Vairagya Bhushanam श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्त कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्य श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः वादिद्रिपतिरोपङ्क पञ्चाननपराक्रमा श्रीमान् वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् चिरं विजयदाभुवि சீரொன்றுதோப்பும் திருவேங்கடமுடைய பாரொன்று பழமொழியுள் ஓரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானே
Please remember, it is not for only men, this Pancaratra Raksa. This is for you also, ladies, who, what you call Goda Goshti, who will apply some principles at home while offering to Saligrama. Suppose the husband is away, has gone to some other place, then the ladies have the responsibility to offer to the Lord milk before coffee. Milk before coffee. Then after mixing the decoction, and after mixing the sugar, or after mixing the nattu chakra, whatever you are, boost, anything, the Horlicks, anything. We must offer first, and also offer like Nadadu Rammal. Nadadu Rammal is not a lady, but Nadadu Rammal gave what you call tepid milk to the Lord. So you must be careful not to offer hot milk, because you want hot coffee, but you don't want hot coffee. I mean, you don't want iced coffee, but you must offer maybe, I mean, hot coffee so hot that Lord will be able to take. So this is the responsibility of the grihini at home in the absence of the partners. So please remember that. So it is very, very much applicable, relevant, and your attendance is also appreciated. Grihalakshmi, right?
அடியேன் இந்த நடாதுரமான சொன்ன போது ஒரு நாலு லைன் ஒரு பாட்டு பாரு, சும்மா கேளுங்க. பொங்கிய பாலை பதமுடன் கனிவாக சாயாயின் சேயன்று தந்த நடாதூராரின் பரிவினில் நெகிழ்ந்து அம்மாள் என்றே ஆதையாய் அழைத்த வரதராஜனி பணிமணமே.
Beauty. So we have the Acharyas. Acharya also we remember. We remember the Acharya. That is what Swadhyaya says. Gurvadishu. The word Gurvadishu says we remember our Acharyas. Whoever the Acharya, we have not seen the Acharya. So also Swami Vedanta Desika did not see, Ramanuja did not see, Nathamuni did not see, Yamunacharya. But still he followed them. So we today follow Swami Vedanta Desika, whom we have not seen. So Aparoksha Sannidhi. We call it Aparoksha Sannidhi because I want to tell you Sanskrit words for Rajagopal Iyengar, who has mastered Sanskrit. Right. Thank you very much.
அது
It
தவிர
takes a
எல்லா
lot of time.
ஆச்சாரியாலுமே அவ பூர்வாச்சாரத்துக்கு சொல்லாத எதுவுமே எழுதலையே. எடுத்தோன்னே அதை சொல்லிட்டு தான் மேற்கொண்டு எதுவுமே எழுதுறதுன்னு வச்சிருக்காள். அது எல்லா ஆச்சாரியர்களுக்கும் அது பொதுவான விதியா வச்சுட்டாள்.
Even when going out, I say Gurubhyastat Gurubhyascha Namo Vakamadimehi.
रामानुजदया पात्रम् ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणम् श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यम् वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकम्
कवितार्किकसिंहाय कल्याणगुणशालिने श्रीमते वेङ्कटेशाय वेदान्तगुरवे नमः. சீரொன்று தூப்புல் திருவேங்கடமுடையான் பாரொன்றச் சொன்ன பழமொழியுள் ஊரொன்று தானே அமையாதோ தாரணியில் வாழ்வார்க்கு வானேரப் போமளவும் வாழ்வு.
ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ நாராயணாய. ஓம் நமோ